In this video, we're going to take a look at the Add Family Members page. Now, when you're adding family members, one of the things that you're able to do is link fathers with daughters and fathers with sons and mothers with sons and husbands and wives together. This allows you to query information. It also allows you during the check-in process as well. So one of the things you'll find here is, in this case, the gentleman we're looking at, David Denton, he already has family members. So the question is, how do you add a family member? Well, it's very simple. But before we get to that, let's look here at the information we already have for his existing family. Freddie, last name Denton, is David's son. There's no picture, but if he uploaded a picture or if you upload a picture, you'll see that information here. If Freddie has an email, his email will appear here. Now, notice here on the right-hand side in the action column, one of the things that you can do for Freddie is you can add a guardian by basically clicking on this plus sign here. So let's click on that plus sign for just a minute. And a guardian is somebody other than the mom or the dad who is responsible for the child. So you can, if it's a new person who's not in the database, all you have to do is type in their first name, their last name. So let's put in here Ricky Denton, and then relation with the child is uncle. Okay, we can put in their number, and then email. Okay, and then we select Add Guardian. Once you select Add Guardian, then that guardian will be connected to Freddie in the system. But let's go back here for just a minute again to the Add Guardian icon. Because if a person is existing, in other words, they're already in the database, you click on the radio button, then you click here, select member, and then Anne Dublin, for an example, and her name will populate. Then all you have to do is put the relation she has to the child. Okay, and this is where you can write in, this is her aunt. Now, Add Guardian, and then Anne and Ricky can now responsibly check them in to different programs. Okay, when you look here at the section in the action column, notice there's an X here. If you click on the X, it'll delete Freddie from the list. You can also come in here and edit the information. So right now, Freddie is listed here. If you forgot his middle name, you can enter his middle name here. For an example, email, he may be too small to have an email. You can browse and upload a picture. That'll show up here. If there's a family ID or an individual ID, or let's say he has any allergies. So he had food allergies. Put milk. And then if he's a minor, that's already checked off, but you would just check it there and click on Save. Okay, now here we have the information, and here's one of the things that is very helpful. If I come here, and since Freddie is a minor, if I click Freddie's information or his name to the left of his name, and I select here text code, then the parent will basically get a code on their phone that allows them to check in their son. Okay, I can easily check in Susie and Cindy as well. Click on text code. This will send them basically their unique barcode, which can be used to check in and check out of events. So that's the way for you to basically manage the family page. And when you go to the next page, we'll have another video there. All you do is click on Add Member, and then you can go to the Add Member page. And here is where, again, very similar to what we just reviewed. If it's a new person that you want to put into the system, you just click on New Member and you enter their first name, last name, middle name. What is the relation to David? Okay, you would put that in here. Then email address, phone. Notice none of this is required, just a first and last name, any special instructions, and select Add. If the person is an existing member within the database, then you would select existing member here and basically find them in the system, and their name would auto-populate. So here under new member, let me back up a second. New member is somebody that is not in the database, and once you enter their information here, you will only find them in your Add Family information under View Members. If you want to add the person to the database where they're visible, here is where you would select New User, and then you can go ahead and enter the first name, last name, all of this information, and they will have a separate identity within the database.